What if the cowardly swordsman, the one who ran from every battle, decided to take up the mantle of leadership? What if Yajirobe became the leader of the Z fighters, guiding Earth's strongest warriors against new threats? In this alternate timeline, after the defeat of the Saiyan forces, Yajirobe has an epiphany. He realizes that his actions, though often driven by fear, could be the key to protecting the planet. No longer the lazy, reluctant warrior, Yajirobe trains harder than ever, determined to earn the trust of the Z fighters. The Z fighters are initially skeptical of Yajirobe's leadership. Vegeta, Goku, and Piccolo all question his ability to lead them. However, as new threats begin to emerge, Yajirobe steps up. His unique fighting style, combining swordsmanship and raw strength, surprises everyone. A new villain, a rogue android from the future, threatens Earth. Yajirobe leads the charge, using his strategy and sword to defeat the android's army. He proves his leadership not just through strength, but also through his quick thinking and bravery under pressure. As the android threat intensifies, Vegeta grows more resentful of Yajirobe's growing influence. A battle between the two erupts, with Yajirobe proving that, while he may not be the strongest, his leadership and tactical mind make him a formidable force. Vegeta, grudgingly, accepts Yajirobe's authority. With Earth saved and the androids defeated, Yajirobe solidifies his place as the true leader of the Z fighters. He may never be as powerful as Goku or Vegeta, but his strength lies in his heart, his cunning, and his ability to inspire others to rise to greatness. What if the brilliant scientist and inventor, Bulma, had a different heritage? What if she was a Saiyan princess, with the blood of the legendary warriors flowing through her veins? Would she still be the same Bulma we know and love, or would the world of Dragon Ball have changed forever? In this alternate timeline, Bulma's heritage is revealed to her when she's young. Her mother, a high-ranking Saiyan who had escaped planet Vegeta before its destruction, finally confesses to Bulma that she is the daughter of King Vegeta. This revelation changes everything for Bulma, who must now reconcile her human upbringing with her royal Saiyan blood. Upon learning of her heritage, Bulma begins to embrace her Saiyan side. She starts training with the Z fighters, honing her combat skills. Though she doesn't possess the raw power of a full-blooded Saiyan, Bulma's intellect and strategic mind make her an invaluable asset to the team. She even begins to take on a more regal presence, gaining the respect of her peers. With her newfound Saiyan heritage, Bulma becomes more confident, and this confidence leads to a deeper relationship with Vegeta. They begin to see each other not just as allies, but as equals, both powerful and proud warriors. Bulma's intelligence complements Vegeta's strength, and together, they become an unstoppable force. With Vegeta's support, Bulma ascends to the throne of the Saiyan Kingdom. As queen, she uses her intellect to lead the Saiyan survivors and protect the universe. Her ability to think strategically and her compassion for others make her a respected ruler, loved not just by Saiyans, but by all races in the galaxy. With her newfound role as queen, Bulma faces her greatest challenge yet. A powerful galactic threat emerges, one that threatens the entire universe. Bulma, along with Vegeta and the Z fighters, leads the charge to protect everything they hold dear. Her leadership, intellect, and Saiyan pride are key to their success. What if the wise and eccentric Master Roshi, known for his martial arts wisdom and comedic antics, was actually the strongest fighter in the universe? What if his true power far exceeded anyone's expectations, and he could rival the likes of Goku, Vegeta, and other legendary warriors? Let's explore this alternate universe where Master Roshi isn't just a teacher, but the most powerful force in existence. In this alternate timeline, Master Roshi's true potential is unlocked. For years, Roshi has been holding back his power, believing that strength alone is not the true measure of a martial artist. But in a moment of crisis, he reveals his true strength, shocking everyone around him. His physical prowess, combined with his deep knowledge of martial arts, makes him an unparalleled force in battle. Now that his strength is known, Roshi is no longer just a teacher. He becomes a central figure in the battles to come. When the Z fighters face powerful foes like Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu, it's Master Roshi who steps forward to challenge them. With his unmatched martial arts skills and strategic mind, he defeats these enemies with ease, leaving everyone in awe. With his newfound status as the strongest fighter, Master Roshi becomes not only a teacher of martial arts, but a beacon of wisdom and leadership. His ability to combine strength with strategy makes him the ultimate mentor, guiding Goku, Vegeta, and even Piccolo in ways no one could have imagined. Under Roshi's tutelage, the Z fighters grow stronger than ever. As the strongest fighter, Roshi is called upon to protect the universe from increasingly dangerous threats. A new galactic warlord, stronger than anything seen before, emerges from the depths of space. Roshi, now a battle-hardened warrior, faces this new enemy head-on. With his wisdom, strength, and perfect control over his energy, Roshi proves that power is not just about raw physical might. It's about mastery. Master Roshi's victories over powerful foes mark him as the ultimate protector of the universe. His wisdom and power become legendary, and he is revered not just as a martial arts master, but as a true hero. Goku, Vegeta, and the rest of the Z fighters come to rely on Roshi's wisdom and strength more than ever, knowing that he is the true backbone of their team. What if the Namekian warrior Piccolo, one of the most formidable and intelligent characters in the Dragon Ball universe, had been born a Saiyan instead of a Namekian? Would his battle prowess increase exponentially, or would his wisdom and strategy still be what sets him apart from the other Saiyans? In this alternate timeline, we explore the life of a Saiyan Piccolo and what impact he would have on the events of Dragon Ball. In this alternate timeline, Piccolo is born on planet Vegeta, the home of the Saiyans. From a young age, his potential as a fighter is undeniable. While other Saiyan children like Goku and Raditz are raised with a thirst for battle and conquering, Piccolo, with his Namekian heritage still intact, maintains a sense of deep inner peace. However, his Saiyan bloodline ensures that his fighting abilities grow at an extraordinary rate. Piccolo's abilities catch the attention of King Vegeta and the other Saiyan warriors, leading him to become a part of the elite Saiyan army. His unique fusion of Namekian wisdom and Saiyan strength makes him an invaluable asset to their conquests. Despite his potential, however, Piccolo is not as ruthless as the other Saiyans. He is still driven by a sense of justice, often questioning the violent ways of the Saiyan race. Piccolo's path eventually crosses with Goku and Vegeta, two of the most powerful Saiyans. However, as a Saiyan himself, Piccolo is not the same ally they remember from the original timeline. Instead of being an enemy to Goku, Piccolo becomes a powerful ally, rivaling even Vegeta in terms of fighting skill. Their first battle is a fierce one, as Piccolo challenges Vegeta's pride, but both fighters recognize each other's strength and respect one another. With his leadership skills and strategic mind, Piccolo quickly rises to prominence within the Saiyan ranks. His combination of tactics and raw strength leads the Saiyan army to several victories, but his growing sense of morality conflicts with his Saiyan comrades. As he grows more powerful, Piccolo begins to question the Saiyan race's purpose and its endless quest for destruction. Piccolo's internal struggle reaches a breaking point when he decides to rebel against the Saiyan Empire. No longer willing to follow the orders of King Vegeta, Piccolo challenges the Saiyan monarchy itself. The Z fighters, including Goku and Vegeta, are torn. While they once viewed Piccolo as an enemy, now they must decide if they will join him in his fight for a more peaceful universe or continue to fight against him. Frieza is one of the most infamous villains in the Dragon Ball universe, known for his ruthlessness and thirst for power. But what if Frieza wasn't the tyrant we all know? What if, instead of conquering planets and destroying entire civilizations, Frieza became a force for good? In this alternate timeline, we explore what would happen if Frieza changed his ways and fought alongside the Z fighters to protect the universe. In this alternate timeline, Frieza experiences a pivotal moment in his life that causes him to re-evaluate his path. After his defeat at the hands of Goku on Namek, instead of seeking revenge, Frieza begins to reflect on his actions. He is approached by King Kai, who senses a glimmer of potential for good within Frieza. With King Kai's guidance, Frieza slowly begins to see the error of his ways and decides to change. Frieza's transformation isn't easy, and many of the Z fighters, especially Goku, are initially distrustful of him. However, Frieza proves his commitment to change by saving Goku during a new threat to Earth. After this heroic act, he begins to earn the trust of the Z fighters. Slowly, Frieza is integrated into the group, training alongside them and developing new relationships, especially with Vegeta, who struggles with his own past. One of the most fascinating aspects of Frieza's redemption is his relationship with Vegeta. The two have a tumultuous history, with Vegeta being Frieza's former servant. However, as Frieza begins to change, Vegeta is forced to reconsider his views on the tyrant who once enslaved him. Their interactions become less hostile and more cooperative, eventually leading to a mutual respect. The rivalry that once defined them now evolves into an unexpected camaraderie. As a member of the Z Fighters, Frieza's power becomes an invaluable asset in their battles against powerful foes. When a new, cosmic threat emerges, Frieza fights alongside Goku, Vegeta, and the others to protect the universe. His incredible strength, combined with his newfound sense of justice, makes him a key player in the fight to save the galaxy from destruction. Despite his past, Frieza proves that even the darkest hearts can find redemption. At the climax of the battle, Frieza faces a moment of ultimate sacrifice. With the universe on the brink of destruction, Frieza makes a bold decision to protect his new friends. He uses his energy in a final, selfless act to save everyone, knowing it might cost him his life. In the end, Frieza's redemption is complete as he finally proves that even the most evil beings can change and choose a better path. Goku's journey from an innocent child on Earth to one of the most powerful beings in the universe has been filled with battles, growth, and an unyielding spirit. But what if Goku wasn't born with a normal Saiyan power level? What if, from the very start, Goku was born with God Ki? In this alternate timeline, we explore how Goku's incredible power from birth would shape his destiny, the world around him, and the future of the universe. In this alternate version, Goku is born on Earth, but instead of a simple Saiyan, he carries the power of God Ki from the moment of his birth. This new power makes him far more advanced than any other Saiyan or human. From the very beginning, Goku exhibits an incredible level of strength, agility, and resilience. As he grows, he quickly surpasses any potential threat on Earth, making him an unstoppable force of nature. As Goku grows, his power is unmatched. When Raditz arrives on Earth, Goku is not only strong enough to handle him, but is able to defeat him without breaking a sweat. The same happens with the other major threats, Vegeta, Frieza, and Cell. Each time, Goku's God Ki allows him to overpower his enemies with ease. His abilities don't just surpass those of normal Saiyans, but even the most powerful beings in the universe are no match for his divine energy. With his newfound divine powers, Goku's relationship with the Z Fighters shifts. He no longer needs to rely on the others as much, but he still forms deep bonds with them, especially with Vegeta, who sees Goku's potential as a worthy rival. Together, they train and face off against increasingly powerful foes, with Goku always staying one step ahead due to his natural connection to God Ki. His connection to the divine makes him a source of inspiration for others as well, motivating them to push their limits. As the universe faces greater threats, Goku's God Ki becomes more crucial. When beings like Majin Buu and Beerus emerge, Goku stands as a beacon of hope. With his power, he is able to combat these godlike entities without the need for training or the struggle that Goku would normally face. His God Ki grants him an understanding of universal balance and energy, making him a defender of not just Earth, but the cosmos itself. Eventually, Goku's power reaches a level beyond any mortal. Recognizing his immense responsibility, Goku takes on the mantle of a protector not just of Earth, but of the entire universe. With his God Ki, he becomes a figure revered by both mortals and gods alike, fighting to maintain the balance of the cosmos. Goku is no longer just a fighter. He is the embodiment of divine justice and protection, a living legend who watches over the universe's well-being. Goku's journey from an innocent child on Earth to one of the most powerful beings in the universe has been filled with battles, growth, and an unyielding spirit. But what if Goku wasn't born with a normal Saiyan power level? What if, from the very start, Goku was born with God Ki? In this alternate timeline, we explore how Goku's incredible power from birth would shape his destiny, the world around him, and the future of the universe. In this alternate version, Goku is born on Earth, but instead of a simple Saiyan, he carries the power of God Ki from the moment of his birth. This new power makes him far more advanced than any other Saiyan or human. From the very beginning, Goku exhibits an incredible level of strength, agility, and resilience. As he grows, he quickly surpasses any potential threat on Earth, making him an unstoppable force of nature. As Goku grows, his power is unmatched. When Raditz arrives on Earth, Goku is not only strong enough to handle him, but is able to defeat him without breaking a sweat. The same happens with the other major threats, Vegeta, Frieza, and Cell. Each time, Goku's God Ki allows him to overpower his enemies with ease. His abilities don't just surpass those of normal Saiyans, but even the most powerful beings in the universe are no match for his divine energy. With his newfound divine powers, Goku's relationship with the Z fighters shifts. He no longer needs to rely on the others as much, but he still forms deep bonds with them, especially with Vegeta, who sees Goku's potential as a worthy rival. Together, they train and face off against increasingly powerful foes, with Goku always staying one step ahead due to his natural connection to God Ki. His connection to the divine makes him a source of inspiration for others as well, motivating them to push their limits. As the universe faces greater threats, Goku's God Ki becomes more crucial. When beings like Majin Buu and Beerus emerge, Goku stands as a beacon of hope. With his power, he is able to combat these godlike entities without the need for training or the struggle that Goku would normally face. His God Ki grants him an understanding of universal balance and energy, making him a defender of not just Earth, but the cosmos itself. Eventually, Goku's power reaches a level beyond any mortal. Recognizing his immense responsibility, Goku takes on the mantle of a protector not just of Earth, but of the entire universe. With his God Ki, he becomes a figure revered by both mortals and gods alike, fighting to maintain the balance of the cosmos. Goku is no longer just a fighter. He is the embodiment of divine justice and protection, a living legend who watches over the universe's well-being. The story of Goku, the legendary Saiyan warrior, is a tale of survival, power, and destiny. But what if Goku's fate had been different? What if, instead of being sent to Earth as a baby, Goku had stayed on planet Vegeta? In this alternate timeline, we explore a version of Goku who grows up among the Saiyans, fighting alongside them, and eventually becoming a crucial figure in their war against the universe. How would Goku's path have changed if he had never set foot on Earth? Instead of the peaceful life on Earth, Goku grows up on planet Vegeta, where the Saiyans are known for their brutal strength and constant battles. From a young age, Goku is trained in combat by the elite warriors of the Saiyan race. His natural abilities, combined with the brutal training methods of the Saiyan warriors, make him a powerful fighter from an early age. He quickly rises through the ranks, earning respect among his people. As Goku grows, his power continues to increase, and he starts to form bonds with other Saiyan warriors. His natural sense of justice and determination make him an unusual figure among the Saiyans, who are often ruthless in their pursuit of power. Goku's rise to prominence is swift, and soon he becomes one of the strongest Saiyan warriors, respected and feared by those around him. However, his beliefs start to clash with the brutal and merciless ways of his people. When Frieza arrives on planet Vegeta, the once proud Saiyan race is wiped out in an instant. However, Goku, having been trained as a warrior from a young age, is not caught off guard. He faces Frieza with all of his power, but he is forced to make a difficult decision. Does he continue to fight for the Saiyan cause, or does he fight to protect the lives of the innocent? His struggle with this decision changes the course of his life and his understanding of power. After the destruction of planet Vegeta, Goku rises to power as one of the last remaining Saiyans. Instead of seeking revenge or conquest, Goku sets out to rebuild the Saiyan race, seeking to form an alliance with the other planets and species across the universe. His leadership style is different from that of his predecessors. He leads with compassion, understanding that true power comes from protecting others, not domination. With his newfound sense of purpose, Goku becomes a key figure in maintaining peace across the universe. His strength, combined with his wisdom and compassion, makes him a revered leader, and he takes on the responsibility of protecting the universe from threats. Goku, once a lone warrior, becomes the protector of all life in the universe, ensuring that the mistakes of the past do not repeat themselves. What if Goku had trained with King Kai right from the beginning? Imagine a Goku who didn't just train under Master Roshi, but instead immediately took the path of rigorous training under the greatest martial artist in the universe. How would his power grow? How would his destiny be shaped by this early training? Join us as we explore a version of Goku's journey where he begins his training with King Kai from the moment he lands on Earth. After Goku's unexpected death during his first battle with Raditz, instead of heading to King Kai's world out of desperation, Goku is immediately placed under King Kai's care, as his journey to the afterlife takes a different path. King Kai, impressed by Goku's natural talent and determination, pushes him harder than ever before, teaching him not just how to fight, but the spiritual techniques that would make him a truly powerful fighter. Under King Kai's strict training, Goku quickly learns techniques that would become his signature moves later, such as the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb. His training accelerates, and he soon masters the Kaioken, combining it with his Saiyan abilities. With the power to increase his strength in battle, Goku is already on a path that leads to unimaginable levels of strength. When Goku returns to Earth, he is no longer the same Saiyan he once was. His strength and combat skills have been drastically enhanced, and his battle with Vegeta unfolds differently. With Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb at his disposal, Goku is able to put up a much stronger fight, pushing Vegeta to his limits. His rapid growth leaves the Z fighters in awe, and they realize that this Goku is something entirely different from the Goku they once knew. During the fight against Frieza, Goku's early training with King Kai proves to be a game-changer. His control over the Kaioken gives him an edge over Frieza's ruthless strength. When Frieza pushes him to the brink of death, Goku's anger fuels his transformation into a Super Saiyan much earlier than in the original timeline. This new level of power is more refined, and Goku is able to defeat Frieza in a much quicker and more controlled manner. With his earlier access to King Kai's training, Goku is now able to push his limits even further. As the series progresses, Goku's rapid growth and mastery of powerful techniques allow him to confront even stronger enemies with ease. His control over energy and battle tactics becomes unparalleled, making him one of the most formidable warriors in the universe. His destiny, now intertwined with the legacy of King Kai, is one that brings hope and strength to everyone he encounters. What if Goku had never met Piccolo? The world of Dragon Ball would have been drastically different without the fierce rivalry that eventually turned into a powerful friendship. Without Piccolo's guidance, Goku's path would have been altered forever. Join us as we dive into this alternate timeline, where Goku never encountered the Namekian warrior, and explore how this decision reshapes the entire Z fighter's future. Without Piccolo to challenge him during their epic battles, Goku's training would lack the same intensity. While he still trains hard, the lack of a worthy opponent during his youth means that he doesn't push himself as much. Without Piccolo's power, the dynamic of the fights would change, and the Z fighters would miss out on the essential rivalry that honed Goku's abilities. When Raditz arrives on Earth, Goku is unprepared to deal with his brother's power. Without Piccolo's intervention, Goku struggles to find a way to defeat Raditz. While Goku's strength has grown from years of training, it's not enough to stop Raditz's ruthless assault. In this version of events, Goku is seriously injured in the battle, and the Z fighters are forced to come up with a different strategy to save Earth. When Vegeta arrives on Earth, Goku is already in a weakened state from the battle with Raditz. Without Piccolo's help, Goku is not able to fully harness the power of the Kaioken or the Spirit Bomb. Vegeta's attacks are more devastating than ever, and Goku is pushed to the brink of death. Without Piccolo's intervention, the Z fighters struggle to hold their ground against Vegeta, and the fate of Earth hangs in the balance. As the series progresses, without Piccolo's mentorship, Goku becomes more independent but less refined. His training is more erratic, and he doesn't always have the guidance to push beyond his limits. While he still faces the biggest threats in the universe, his growth is slower, and his mastery of certain techniques is not as fine-tuned as in the original timeline. The absence of Piccolo's influence leaves a gaping hole in Goku's journey, one that cannot be easily filled. In this alternate reality, Goku never truly reaches the same level of mastery and strength that he would have with Piccolo by his side. While he remains a hero, his journey is filled with more struggles, and the Z fighters face more perilous battles without the crucial assistance of Goku's most powerful ally. Ultimately, Goku's destiny is shaped by his isolation, and Earth's fate is uncertain without the friendship and mentorship of Piccolo.